I have top stitched and ironed the back facing to the back. I hope we can see it. I top this after sewing round. I top stitched this and I ironed. But for the front facing, I only sew the facing round. I have not even turned it. You see that it's still right side to right side. I have not turned it, and I make sure I iron this edge. Then at this point I'll be doing two things. I'll be cutting the, I want it to have a pocket, two pockets by the side. So I'll be marking where I'm going to put the pockets. So for the pockets, this is the waistline that I drew the other time. At this waistline, I'll be going down by 2 inches, and it is at that 2 inches that I'll be placing the pockets. So I'm going to notch that place. I'm going to notch that place. Then the next thing now, I'll put the back to a side. After I cut the pocket, I will just attach it to the back. Then I'll be working on the front. Now for the front, I will open it up like so. The ironing will allow me to know the center. So I'll just rule at my 4 inches. The 4 inches I took down the other time. So I'm going to rule at the 4 inches. Then at the ironing portion, the iron portion will be the center. So let me rule it out so that you'll be able to see properly. So I've ruled a straight line. I have ruled a straight line now on the portion I iron. So on this line to this side, I'm going to mark 0.25. I don't want a very wide space. And at this side also, I'm going to mark 0.25. I'm going to do the same thing at the top here, at the neckline. I'll mark 0.25 and 0.25. So I'll be taking, that means I'm taking ½ inch at the side. So I'm going to join the lines. So after joining the line, I'm going to sew on this line like this. So after sewing on this line, I will now cut this center. I will now cut on this center. When I get to this place, I will cut like a triangle shape so that I will be able to turn it. So when I'm done with that, I will bring it back so that we can see. After sewing, I will bring it back so that we can understand properly what I'm saying. Now the next thing, I'll be folding my cloth like this. After folding the clothes, I will measure. I want the length to be 12. This length is okay. So to this side, I will be measuring 6 inches, or I can take 7 inches. So I took 7 inches. And I'll be cutting on the edge to have a straight line. After doing this, the next thing is I'm going to measure up to 6.5 here. I hope we see. Then at this 6.5, I will go in by 0.75 and use my free hand to make a slight curve to the side like so. Then at the top here, I will go in by 0.75 also. Then I will make a curve down. So this will be my pocket. Now it can contain the hand freely. So I'm going to cut another one like this for the other side. So looking at it, I have sewn this place, the mark that I drew the other time. I have run stitches around it. I hope we can see it. I have run the stitches strand. So after running the stitches strand, I am not going to cut a straight line and then cut like triangle. I hope you can see. When I'm like half inches to the seam, I will now come, I will cut to this edge like this. I will not cut across the seam. I will make sure I'm not cutting across the seam. I will also cut the seam edge. Like so. So this is what I now have. Then I can now turn this place. I will cut this edge so that I can have a pointed edge. And usual, I will notch the cuff area. So after that, I will now turn this inside. So this is my neckline. You can see how beautiful it is. I will now go and give it a nice press. After giving it a nice press, then I can now top stitch or decide to run stitch around like so. Because I'm going to top stitch. I'm only going to top stitch to a little bit to this place. I can't reach this place, so a little bit to this place. So after that, after giving it a press and top stitching, I will join the pocket now, right side to the right side. I will join this edge to my notch this way. So I will sew down like this. Then this other side we go to the back. I'll be placing the back like so. And I would use this side to turn it this way, and I will sew down. The same thing I will do to the other side as well. I will hold it like this, holding it like this. I hope we can see it. Then I will hold the front facing, the front, the back together. Then I will use this facing to cover it up, and I will sew down. That will help me hide my seam at the shoulder. And after that, I will also find the notch here. I will join this other edge, right side to right side. So for the back, I will join this side. See, the one I joined to the front, this is the one I joined to the front. Right side to right side, I will join it to the back from this edge. And I will hold down with another pin. This is because I'm not cutting my pocket into two. So after joining the shoulder, I will now come to the side. My seam allowance is 0.75. So I will align it properly like this. The pockets will be like this. I hope we can see it. So I will join this side to this side to this side. So I will now run the seam down here. When I get here, I will come this way and stop here. So after that, I will come to this edge. I will sew like this. When I get here, I will stop here. Then I will sew down like so. That side is finished. Then I will do the same thing to the other side, and I will show us. Then I'm going to sew the hem. I'm just going to roll in the hem twice and sew it down, and I will show us the outcome of our gown. This is the wrong side. This is the wrong side of the dress. You can see the way I sew it. After joining the shoulder, I join the pockets on this side and this side. Then I sew down. Get here, I stop. I sew it like this. I stop here. I sew like this. I stop here, and I close it. And then for the hem, I've turned in the hem. I roll in 2 inches and cover. I've turned in the hem. I roll in 1/2 inch and cover up with 1/2 inch. And this is it. Then the next thing now is the sleeve. This facing, I'm going to put a hemming gun. I'll just iron a hemming gun to hold it down. And I can iron the hemming gun to hold the facing down, and I can also hem it with thread. And after attaching the sleeve, we will see how it looks on our mannequin. Thank you.